Okay guys, so Sally Sweet Shop used the logo for Rap Sweet on all his merchandise. Find the area of the logo, okay? If I'm looking to pick up easy marks, I'm going to go for area 1 first. Area 1 is pinned into the x-axis, so it's YDX, and it's from 2 different limits. So I'm going to pick up really easy marks by going 0 to 1, or what's it? The top limit is the bigger one. So 1 to 0. Everybody see 1 to 0 there? And this is the blue graph here, right? It's an N shaper. Represents the blue function. So it's going to be minus x squared plus 6x minus 5 dx. Can anybody tell me what answer I'm expecting for that? Positive or negative? Negative y? Below the axis, yeah?
Yeah, just like these questions are an area under a graph. So why would that question there, would the area between 1 and 0 not be like below what you're looking for there? You see what I mean?
1 and 0?
Yeah, like see the blue graph there?
Yeah, here.
Yeah. The area under it.
Oh, it's between the graph and the x-axis. So when it goes under, it goes back up to its. If I'm down here, it's everything under here, and if I'm up here, it's everything to the x-axis. So
yeah, I get that, but what about the blue one?
Sorry?
Oh, it's everything to the x-axis.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, we're good. Okay. Next thing I'm going to go for is part 2. Part 2 is easy to get. So I have area 1. And now I'm going to go for area 2. Area 2, and this is just getting you chunks of marks right away from the start. Just break it up into different areas. 3 to 1. And then 3 to 1. And then what's that going to be? It's the U shaper. Because it's the red line. So I'm getting this little area here. Everybody happy with that? So it's going to be x squared minus 4x plus 3 dx. Once again, going to be a negative answer, so I've got to take it as positive, okay? Then I'm going to go down again, and I'm going to look at the next one. Now, this one's tricky, so I'm just going to get rid of all knowledge of area 2 there. Area 2 is just completely gone now at this stage, right? Now, I'm going to corner off this area here. Now, do you see this area here that I'm now shading in black? I can get that, okay? And I'm going to call the area I'm looking for is area 3. So area 3 is going to be equal to this black area that I'm just after putting here. It's going to be going from 1 to 4, isn't it? And it's going to, well, yeah, same thing. And it's going to be, it's under the N-shaped graph, which is minus x squared plus 6x minus 5. You happy enough with that? And I have too much, don't I?
Yeah.
So I'm now going to rub it out, and I'm just going to zone in on what's left here, this little area here. Anybody know how to get this area here?
Area under the red graph.
Area under the red graph? Between 3 and 4. So take away the area in the red graph from 4 to 3 of x squared minus 4x plus 3. Now you can see how forensic I am about it. I'm just chopping it all up, bit by bit by bit. Okay, and then finally the last bit. There's a bit of a freebie here. Okay, so last one is going to be area 4. I haven't done area 4 yet, right? So area 4. If I get the area under this graph from 4 to 5, do you see 4 to 5? Okay, if I get the area of this graph from 4 to 5, there's going to be 4 to 5. So what I'm looking at here is that's the U-shaped graph, right? And if I get it from 4 to 5, I'm getting this complete red area here. Would you agree with that? Because it's under, so I'm going to get 4 to 5, 5 to 4, the U-shaper. Now, I have too much, and what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and take away this little box from it. I know the box is of width 1, but what I don't know is its height. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to solve an equation where the two of them intercept each other. So I want to find out the x values of the 2 red dots I'm just after putting in. To do that, the y values of both curves must equal each other. Okay, bring it over, so we're going to get 2x squared minus 10x 5 from that. Is that right? No, minus 2, isn't it?
Minus 5, not plus 5.
Oh, thank you. If that makes sense, I wasn't going to be able to do it if that wasn't a minus 5. So that was plus 8, yeah? Divide by 2. X squared minus 5x equals 0. And then we're going to get x squared.
X minus 4,
X equals 4. X equals 1. Now, what that will do here is pretty much what we already know. We already knew that that's roughly 4, isn't it? From the graph, and we already knew that was 1. But we had to make sure it wasn't 4.01 or 4.1. Okay? Now we're going to put the x equals 4 value into the function to find out what the y value is at that point. So we say that y equals minus x squared plus 6x minus 5. By inserting in 4, we're going to find out what is the y value at this point. We're expecting it to be above the x-axis. 1 second, John. 24 minus 16, 8. 8 minus 5, 3. It's at a height of 3 above the ground. So that's 3 up, 1 across. Yes?
It doesn't matter which
function? No, because they both have the same point. So they'll both give you the 2 black points. If I use there x equals 1 into either function, I'll get this point here. Yeah. So I'm going to take away 3 away from my area 4, isn't that right? Now, just a matter of integrating. That's the hard part done, that's your planning. Now, it's actually not as bad as you think, because we only ever really had to integrate once, so I'm just going to get a general integration for the whole thing. So the general integration for the u-shaped function is going to be, or the n-shaped function. When you integrate minus x squared, what do we get?
1 over 3 x cubed.
Minus 1 over 3 x cubed. Add 1 onto the power. Divide by the new power. That's it. Add 1 onto the power. X squared. Divide by the new power. Add 1 on. So minus 5x. Okay. That's the integral of the first one. And I'll do number 2 while I'm at it. So part 2 is going to be, just 1 second here. Let's get this smaller as well. I'm going to need somebody on with the calculator in a second as well, okay? That's part 1. Part 2 is going to be a third x cubed minus 2x squared plus 3x from 3 to 1. So guys, let's get these numbers out here, okay? So the first one, we don't have to worry about the 0. The second limit is 0, so just have to put in a third 1 cubed plus 3 times 1 squared minus 5 times 1. The second one is going to be a third 3 squared, 3 cubed minus 2 times 1 squared plus 3 times 1. Take away the same thing here, isn't it? A third 1 cubed minus 2 times.
There's not be 3's.
Which one? Oh, yes, you're right. Sorry. They are meant to be 3's. Yeah. Okay, anybody get me the first one? Area 1? Huh? 7 over 3, is it? Minus 7 over 3. Yeah. So this is minus 7 over 3, and that's what we expected, wasn't it? A number below the axis, so we have to treat it as plus 7 over 3. What about part 2?
14 over 3.
14 over 3 plus 14 over 3?
Yeah.
That's exactly what we're expecting, wasn't it? Oh wait. Oh, it's underneath. Was it? Plus 14 over 3.
It might, it isn't like it might be negative, it doesn't have to be.
Okay, either way, 14 over 3. Correct it if it's negative.
Oh my god.
Okay, so that's 14 over 3 for that one.
You're probably on like 12 or 15
Minus 36.
So, lads, 14 over 3. Now, here's your shortcut. Here's a bit of test management, okay? What you're going to do is do not redo the work you've already done. So, for example, see this part here, we're on area 3. We've already integrated this. It's already done for us. It's this one here, isn't it? The integral of this part here is the same as this part here, right? Just throw in your limits. So it's going to be minus a third. You've already integrated. So why not just get the benefit of what you've done? So 4 cubed plus 3 times 4 squared minus 5 times 4. Take away 1, which is going to be a third. 1 cubed plus 3 times 1 squared minus 5 times 1. And what do we get? That'll take a second. I'll write down the next one. This is part 3. And now I'm going to do this one here. I'll try and do it in purple, so we can keep track of where it is. This one here is going to be a third 4 cubed minus, what is it, 2 times 4 squared. So do you see what I'm doing? I'm reusing the work, just using different limits, because they're all the same integrals anyway. So minus a third times, what's it, 1 cubed? Oh wait, I'm getting mixed up now, aren't I? Minus 2 times 1 cubed.
What are you doing?
Oh, is it 3, is it?
3, yeah.
Sorry, yeah. 3, because it's 3 up here. 3 squared plus 3 times 3. Okay, has anybody got the green one yet? You got the purple one? Who's got the green one?
I got 9.
9. So you got 9 for, what was it, 4 2?
1.
This part here, that's 9, yeah? And that's the big one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's the big one there. And we're taking away the small part here, so it's going to be 9 minus, and what you get for the purple part?
4
That seems the right size, doesn't it? Forward train being much smaller than 9. Look at the size difference. This one's really big, this one's really small. So it's going to be 9 minus 4 over 3. 9 minus 4 over 3 turns into 23 over 3. So now we're at this part here, which is just rub out stuff here. This part here is 23 over 3. The small part down here, what was that? 14 over 3. Okay. And then let's look at the last part. The last part is this part here. We know that the area of the box is 3, so we have to get the area of part 4, which is in red. So we're looking at doing the red part now, guys. You like it? So the red part, guys, integral of the u-shaped function, which is going to be a third. You're actually almost better off writing it like this. Actually sort of speeds it along a bit better, because you don't have to think too much then.
You only have 4 ones, so.
5, all 5 are they? And these ones are all 4s. And what do you get?
First one's 20 over 2.
20 over 3. Take away. We're expecting positive value here, hopefully.
Second one is 4 over 2.
which gives us 16 over 3. Okay, 16 over 3.
Minus.
So?
Take away the.
Oh yeah, take away the 3. And what do we get? 7 over 3. And finally, we're going to add them all together. And what happens when we add them all together? We have two 7 over 3s, don't we? That's actually pretty good, because sweeper wrappers are usually the same size both ends. I'm an expert in that. So 7 over 3 plus 7 over 3 plus 23 over 3 plus 14 over 3, and what do we get? 51 over 3, which is 17. 17 correct?